Dear children, welcome to the EVS online class. How is it going? Good. Okay. So we have completed 3 lessons in EVS. Hope you all have completed the notes and studied the lessons. My dear children, don't dump your portions. Just after watching the videos, you read the textbook and also underline the main points. Study the questions from that part. Don't think that let me watch the video now and I'll study after some time. Don't think like that. Just after watching the videos, read the portions in the textbook and study the questions from that part. Every day you should read the textbook. Okay? Otherwise it will be difficult for you to study. So today, let's start with a new lesson. Lesson 5, Natural Disasters. Before starting, let's do one activity in your textbook.
Open textbook page number 33. Under get started there is a question. Unscramble the letters to name the natural events shown in the pictures. You can see 4 pictures there. You have to rearrange the alphabets and name the natural event. What is the first one? First one is drought. Drought is a period when the rainfall is far below the normal rate. Then second one is tsunami. Tsunamis are giant sea waves. Third one is volcano. Volcano is an opening in the earth's crust through which lava comes out. Then fourth one is flood. Flood occurs when water in the river rises and overflows to the river banks. So all these are naturally occurring events that causes damage to life and property. Such natural event is called a natural calamity or a natural disaster. So drought, tsunami, volcano, flood, earthquake, cyclones, all these are natural disasters.
What is a natural disaster? A natural event that causes damage to life and property is called a natural disaster or a natural calamity. For example, earthquake, volcanoes, cyclones, tsunamis, floods, drought, etc. are natural disasters. They are naturally occurring events that causes damage to life and property. So let's study one by one. First, let's discuss about earthquake. Do you know how earthquake is formed? Have you ever experienced an earthquake? An earthquake is the sudden shaking of the earth's surface. The outer layer of the earth where we live is called as crust. This crust is made up of many plates. Plates means large irregularly shaped solid rocks. So an earthquake is formed when these plates slide past each other. That is when they gradually move without any hindrance. The strength of this earthquake may vary. Sometimes there will be mild tremors. Sometimes there may be violent movements. The intensity of the earthquake is measured using a Richter scale. It shows a reading from 1 to 10.
If the Richter scale shows a reading between 1 to 4, the intensity of the earthquake is minor. If the reading is 5, then it's a moderate earthquake. If it shows a reading 6, it's a strong earthquake. If it shows a reading 7, the intensity of the earthquake is major. And if the reading is 8, it's a great earthquake.
After a major earthquake, there are usually aftershocks. That is, the ground shake even for hours or even for days. Now let's discuss about the effects of earthquake. What happens after an earthquake? We know that earthquakes causes damage to life and property. It develops cracks in the buildings. Sometimes the buildings may even fall. It also damages dams, buildings, roads, bridges and railway lines. Earthquake also damages water pipes and power lines, thus disrupting power supply and water supply. It also causes landslides and tsunamis. So these are the effects of earthquake. Now let's see the safety measures to be followed to protect ourselves from an earthquake. If there is an earthquake, lay down on the ground, cover the head with both our hands, or hide under a strong table, or hold on to something strong. Don't stay near the walls. If possible, run outside and stay away from trees and buildings. These are some of the safety measures to be followed to protect ourselves from an earthquake. Now let's discuss about floods. Flood is also a natural disaster that causes damage to life and property. We have studied about flood in the second lesson. What causes the floods? Flood occurs when water in the rivers rises and overflows to the river banks. How it is happening?
Flood occurs due to heavy rainfall during the rainy season, melting of snow during the summer season. It also occurs due to the tidal waves during a cyclone. Cyclones are very strong winds accompanied by very heavy rainfall.
It also occurs due to human activities like deforestation, also letting out of extra water from the reservoirs in the dams leads to flood. So these are the causes of floods. Now let's discuss about the effects of floods. What happens after a flood? We know flood also causes damages to life and properties. Homes and belongings can be swept away. Humans and animals lose their life by drowning in water. Crops are damaged. There will be shortage of water and food. Flood also leads to the outbreak of diseases. So these are the effects of floods. Let's see the safety measures to be taken to protect ourselves before a flood. We can place sandbags in front of our house to prevent water from entering the house. Also, we can move to a higher ground where water cannot reach. So these are the safety measures to be taken before a flood. So today we have discussed about natural disasters, earthquake and flood. We studied the causes and effects of earthquake and flood. And also we discussed about the precautions to be taken to protect ourselves from these disasters. Hope you all have understood the topic. Just after watching this video, take your textbook, read page number 33, 34 and 35. Underline the main points. Then write the notes. From notebook, study question number 1, 2, 3, 4 from fill in the blanks. Question number 2 from name the following. And question number 1, 2, 3, 4 from answer the following. A test paper is attached along with this. Do the test and submit it. So let's meet in the next class. Thank you.